Welcome to Facts TV News, where everything is true.
Rock River primary student spare trauma of shooting incident. Guidance counselor for Rock River Primary School, Jennifer Levy, has revealed that the students at the school were spared the trauma of the shooting incident last Monday, in which a mentally ill man known only as Longman was killed by a policeman from the community station. Expounding on the incident, Levy said, "It all unfolded while a team from the Ministry of Education was engaged in a panel discussion with the principal. They were also evaluating the various classrooms." She shared that she was standing at the corridor when they noticed Longman walking on the school compound. "A youth worker came up to me and said he was asking for a mask. I turned to the youth worker and said, 'Find out from him what he wants,' she said. The youth worker, she said, went to him but never returned to her. The mentally ill man tried getting the attention of the grade 1 teacher, telling her he wanted to talk to her, but the teacher indicated that she was in the middle of a class. The matter was eventually brought to the attention of the principal, Nadine Raymond Sharp, who went out to him and requested to leave the premises. He responded to the principal by asking her if she has gone in the school. Levi said. A plainclothes policeman who was summoned reportedly identified himself to the mentally ill man. In a gentle manner, I heard he held onto his hand, saying, 'Come man, come me brother, make we walk out for the school compound, 'cause them know what we run here.' Instead of complying, Levi said he attacked Godbusterus and started hitting the policeman in his head with an umbrella. He got several licks, so much of the umbrella mashed up and dropped on the ground. I was told by the lady who was out there, who did the sanitation with the kids, that the last lick he got, he staggered, and when he staggered, he apparently realized that the guy was serious, so he fired a warning shot in the ear to scare him," Levi said, adding that the mentally ill man got even more aggressive before the second shot was fired. According to her, most of the teachers and students did not hear the gunfire. Those who did mistook the sound for firecrackers. Levi said, quickly thinking by the team from the Ministry of Education, the decision being made to corner off the area where the body was located. Several vehicles were parked in a circle, blocking the body from view. "We dismissed classes, and I, as a guidance counselor, took the children in groups and I walked them through the school gate onto the main road, so there is no reason for them to be traumatized. They didn't get the chance to turn either left nor right. They did not see the dead man on the ground," she shared. In counseling sessions, she said, "They seem to be all right and are suffering no ill effects." Commenting on the deceased, she said she was informed that several committee members had called the mental health unit at the Clarendon Health Department to come and give him medication, as he was acting up since the weekend. However, speaking with parish manager of the department, Joseph Grant, said that after he spoke with the inspector, he was told no such call came in. The Independent Commission of Investigation Indicom, in a statement, informed that an investigation has commenced into the fatal shooting of the mentally ill man. Indicom's investigation involved the processing of the scene of the incident and witness canvassing. The police investigative arm said the officer in question did not make himself available for an initial account to be provided and will be served with Section 21 notice to provide a statement and to be interviewed. The policemen have stated that one officer was dispatched to the school to respond to a report of disorderly conduct by a man known to be mentally ill. It was reported that during his apprehension to be removed from the premises, the officer was apparently struck by a small umbrella from the man. The officer subsequently discharged his weapon at the man. The man was taken to the Mapen Hospital where he was pronounced dead. The processing of the crime scene included the recovery of the alleged weapon and an umbrella. On Friday, September 16, police were called to the Red Hills Road community, where a man said to be of unsound mind chased a group of people along Red Hills Road and managed to inflict trap wounds on 3 of them. Consequently, construction worker Philip Bennett died as a result of the injury he sustained. More outages, JPS crews working to restore power. The Jamaica Public Service Company JPSC is reporting more power outages in other sections of Jamaica due to inclement weather. JPS says the areas include White House District and Ballard Valley in St. Elizabeth, Golden Grove in St. Thomas, and Guava Ridge, Craig Hill, and Mavis Bank in St. Andrew. Earlier, the company reported service disruption in section of Legoni in St. Andrew, Red Ground and Flanker District in St. James, and Black Windy Side in Trelawney. The power company says its crew are working assiduously to return customer supply, weather permitting. The outer banks of the tropical storm Ian are influencing the weather condition in Jamaica. ODPEM warns about falling rocks in Bogwalk Gorge. The Office of Disaster Preparedness and Emergency Management (ODPEM) says fallen rocks have been reported along the corridor of the Bagwalk Arch in St. Catherine. The agency is urging persons to proceed with caution while traversing the area and where possible should avoid using the roadway. ODPEM is further advising the public to take the following precautions. Drive slowly through the area, avoid areas with damaged roadways, avoid where necessary areas prone to landslide, avoid flooding. The public is being asked to continue to monitor the radio for further advisories. ODPEM says it will continue to monitor the situation and provide the public with further information. More parishes warned to expect flooding landslides. The Meteorological Service has extended its flash flood warning for low-lying and flood-prone areas of St. Mary, Portland, St. Thomas, Kingston, and St. Andrew, St. Catherine, and Clarendon. It has also upgraded the flash flood watch to a flash flood warning for low-lying and flood-prone areas of Manchester, St. Elizabeth, and Westmoreland. The warning will remain effective until 5 a.m. tomorrow. The local weather is being impacted by the outer bands of Hurricane Ian. At 5 a.m. today, Ian was about 391 kilometers west-southwestern of Negril Point. The Met Service says the outer bands of the hurricane have been producing moderate to heavy showers since yesterday and light to moderate rainfall and thunderstorms over the last few hours, mainly across the northeastern and southern parishes. The conditions are expected to continue into early Tuesday. Landslides are likely. Schools can reopen where conditions allow. The Ministry of Education says schools can reopen for face-to-face classes on Monday where conditions are safe. The ministry says this is based on the situational update from the Office of the Disaster Preparedness and Emergency Management (ODPEM) and the Meteorological Service Division. Jamaica has been increasing increased rainfall due to Tropical Storm Ian. The Education Ministry says that based on reports from the 7 regions, boards and principals are being advised to exercise caution in determining the operations of schools for Monday, September 26. In particular, the report from Region 2, which covers St. Thomas, St. Mary, and Portland, indicates that based on the adverse weather condition, which disrupted electricity, worsened road conditions, and caused flooding in some areas, students should remain at home and work remotely as previously advised. The reports from Region 5, which encompasses St. Elizabeth and Manchester, do not indicate significant cause for concern, noted the Education Ministry. However, boards and principals are advised to make use of remote learning and only use face-to-face where conditions allow. School administrators are also being implored to use their communication channels to communicate with all parents, students, and staff to advise of the operations of schools based on their local situation. All staff and parents should exercise their best judgment, paying special attention to the self-care and safety in all circumstances. Portland family narrowly escapes death. A pregnant woman and her Portland family narrowly escaped death after a large tree crashed into their 3-bedroom house at Dragon Gully, Road in Bontebrook on Sunday, smashing furniture and electrical appliances. It was a frightening experience for 51-year-old Lynette Jackson, who said that she was drowned by a son shortly after 6:30 a.m. at her house, which she shared with her 2 sons and daughter. Recalling the near tragedy, Jackson said she was preparing to make Sunday morning breakfast when the incident happened. Jackson said that she sprang to her feet and went to a bedroom occupied by one of her sons, who is asthmatic. She followed his mourns and found him trapped. He was eventually freed by the family. He was limping from the injury, but she said that the rain prevented them from taking him to the hospital. Everybody else was somewhere in the living room, and my pregnant daughter was quite shaken up. She was shaking all over and I was worried about her condition, Jackson stated. After rushing into the room, I realized that the big tree on the outside dropped in at the house and I started to cry out, "Lord." My son was injured and frightened, but he was alive. It must have been the Lord God that allowed for him to be alive as he was sleeping when the tree crashed into the house. The mother received 2 sheets of tarpaulin from Red Cross to cover her rooftop as water was pouring in the bedroom and parts of the living room. A single-parent Jackson is appealing for help to repair her house. She said she was thankful to God that Jamaica was not significantly affected by the outer bands of Tropical Storm Ian, which scorched Bontebrook with heavy rain and occasionally gusty winds. The Portland family has suffered damage to beds, clothing material, TV, radio, electric iron, dresser carpet, cell phones, and footwear as heavy rain soaked the room. The walls of the bedroom are at risk to collapse under the weight of the falling tree. Jackson is appealing for help to rebuild the bedroom and a section of the living room. She is also needful of assistance to have the tree moved from the house. Anyone wishing to assist Lynette Jackson may contact her at 876-324-1246.
Please remember to subscribe, like, share, and click the